Hello and good evening, everyone. Only Positivity here. No coffee today. I don't want to drink too much coffee at night, man. It keeps me up and shit. So anyway, ready to kick off podcast number 46 on this playlist that I'm looking to launch called Elevated Thoughts. Now, no book for today, but gonna go ahead and try out something a little bit different, kind of like the last podcast too. So, we'll go into the topic today in a second, but the first thing I want to talk about is this little story that I had to share, and I was talking about it with my boys just last night. So, I have this group of friends that I hang out with pretty much every week, right? We play basketball, and we chill afterwards, right? My buddy's got a house. We just kick it, play some video games, cards, chess, whatever, dude. We just get into bullshit all the time. Just a few weeks ago, we kicked the fire pit up, and it was nice. It was a good night for a bonfire. But anyway, I'm diverting. So, um, generally, I don't really smoke blunts like that. So I usually smoke joints. So I don't really mess around with it like that. But every now and then, if my buddy suggests it, like I won't say no. So generally, right, like I think this story a lot of tokers can understand. So is kind of like the interaction you have picking up these the blunts, right, at the gas station, if that's where you go to get them, right? So there's this gas station by my buddy's place, and it's a BP, it's a which, right, like the sandwich spot, and a Dunkin' Donuts, okay? So that seems really cool, right? It's like, damn, it's one stop shop, gas, sandwich, coffee, whatever, right? So the only issue with this is like we refrain from going there, but it's like walking distance, super close away, close by, and it's just like there's no reason to go anywhere else, so we just deal with the interactions that we have there, right? So, there's this brown dude that works there, right? Not to like go with the stereotype of a brown dude or brown person working at like a gas station or a Dunkin' Donuts too. There's this one dude that works there, and he's probably like in his early 30s, and he's this fobby guy, right? Like got a hard, thick accent, really, really weird looking dude, and got like a mustache and a really thin beard, and he wears this visor like backwards and shit. And he's like, he's always trying to do that like, hey brother, that thing, but he's like got that Indian accent, so the first time we walk in there to get a sandwich, right? Just a couple months ago when they first opened it, and he's like explaining to us how which works now, which is nice, right? Because which is confusing. You got to fill out that bag with like all the toppings and the type of sandwich and cheese you want and shit. So it can get confusing. And if it's your first time, you probably want someone to explain that shit to you. So he comes up and he's like, "Hello, brother. How can I help you today?" And I'm like, "Dude, we're just here to get a sandwich." He's like, "Have you been here before, brother?" And I'm like, "Dude, you're laying on the brother shit too hard. Like it's fine. Like I get it. Like at the end of the transaction, but yo, have a good day, brother. Like that's cool. I'm not gonna whatever, right? I'm not gonna tell him how many times he can use it. And he was just being overly like passionate about it. Just very like, brother, you can get this, and this. So many options, brother. You know what, brother? Let me go ahead and suggest a few things. And I'm like, dude, like, do not suggest me a sandwich here, dog. But anyway, so anyway, moving forward, that dude also works at the Dunkin' Donuts, right? So while he's working at the which is attached to the Dunkin' Donuts, right? It's all one building. Like you're waiting for the fucking Dunkin' Donuts, right? You're waiting for it. So you gotta wait for him to finish making the sandwich before you get your coffee, right? And then also he's the gas station attendant, so you gotta wait for all of those things in like whatever order he's ready to do them in, right? Which is probably chaotic. Now I haven't seen the dude for a little while, but let me explain to you one interaction I had with him outside of that which, right? So I'll roll up, and I'll to the gas station part of it, right? I'll be like, "Hey, dude, can I get the peach white owls?" And he'll go to like a box that's 5 boxes away. Even though I said it, he'll be like, "This one?" And I'll be like, "Nah, dude, like to your right." And he'll move one more. I'll be like, "Dude, no, more to your right." And then he'll go too far past it because I've already asked him twice to move to the right, and he'll go too far to the left. And I'll be like, "Yo, dude, no, to now, like now you gotta move in this way, move to the left a little bit, dude. You're too far." And then dude, it's just like a fucking non-stop interaction, right? And then finally he gets it to me. And it's just every time I gotta do that with this guy, and I don't really appreciate it. So anyway, I'm kind of ranting on that one, right? But I do think you know, all my tokers out there can understand that interaction you got to have just picking up a blunt, right? Instantly. But anyway, so last week I think we went over bills, right? Bills and cost of living, just my kind of perception on them briefly. Um, but today I'm gonna jump back into chores, right? Like weekly chores, monthly chores, or whatever chores, whatever cadence you do them at, right? So, yeah. So I'm gonna go over the things that I gotta do every week, which is kind of whack, right? Laundry, grocery shopping, cleaning. I clean out my car. I take my vitamins every day, right? Supplements. Um, and then you gotta take care of your body too, right? Like I gotta take protein. I gotta get the right foods in there. Chicken breast, vegetables, all those types of things. I gotta get that shit in. So, um, I don't know. I don't even know what my point of talking about all this is, but I think personally, like chores do keep me honest. There are things like that I commit to every week. Maybe I do things a little bit more manually than I need to, but it's just I'm trying to get all this down. Record it all down. Um, so yeah, so laundry, right? I think what's kind of bogus about that is growing up, um, my mom used to do all of our laundry at home, like for the longest time. Like just always be like doing my laundry, and we all throw in a communal hamper, and she would do it, and then we would all fold it, right? We'd all fold it all up, and then she would put her and my dad's stuff away, and we would put my stuff away. Now, it was kind of bogus that we had to do it on her time, but at the time that made me just like kind of hate doing laundry. I was like, man, like I associated laundry with some like with stress, right? Like she didn't come up the stairs, stomp up the stairs, be like, yo, um, fold this, right? When are you gonna fold it? When are you gonna fold it? Oh, you didn't fold it? And I'm like, you know what, dude? I'm doing other shit. But anyway, um, so yeah, but now actually, right, and this is gonna be a theme of a lot of the stories. It's like I don't mind laundry, right? Like me, I throw my clothes like directly in the washing machine, and I don't know. I think my fiance sometimes hates that, but I drop it straight in the laundry machine, and then when it's full, and it's both of our clothes, like I'll just put some laundry detergent in there, and I will put some fabric softener in there, and just turn that shit on, and it's good to go. Um, I did not know though that the laundry machine had a compartment for uh the fabric softener and the laundry detergent. I was just pouring it right in there, right? Just pouring it directly in. Um, so anyway, I don't know. It's fine. I think it gets the job done. But yeah, so after that, I pull out the stuff that can't be dried, hang it up, or just I kind of lay it on the chairs and shit, and then turn the dryer on. It goes for about an hour and a half or so, and then I fold the clothes up. And it's kind of nice, right? It's just kind of nice. You sit there, put on the office, fold up some laundry, and just kind of move along. And then I put mine in my area, and then I put my fiance's whatever she needs to do with it, right? Put it in the bedroom. Um, Another one, so hopping off laundry, right? I don't mind laundry. So there's something simple about it, right? There's nothing unexpected about laundry, right? Like you just know exactly what's going to happen. You just get it done, you fold your laundry. It's kind of therapeutic, right? You got to only focus on folding the laundry. Like, I can't really multitask when I'm folding laundry. Another one I don't do as often really is grocery shop. Like I don't grocery shop pretty much unless I need like the stuff I'm gonna meal prep, like chicken breast and some like marinade. Um, and yeah, I do that, but my fiance does most of the other parts of the shopping, right? And I don't know, she does a good job. We always have everything we need, but I don't know. Recently, like we go shopping like after everything's depleted, and looking at an empty fridge and like an empty snack cabinet is kind of depressing, right? Like I used to not really understand why, like when my fiance used to come over and be like, "Yo, your shit is all empty out here." And I used to like, dude, I used to just buy like what I needed for the week from Aldi. It'd be simple things. I never used to snack either. Like I would eat like um two veggie patties and two Greek yogurts for lunch, and like pretty much the same thing for dinner, and maybe like some oatmeal for breakfast for like years. When I lived on my own, I never had any snacks. I wouldn't snack because I know I would get out of control with it. Um, but now, like we always have good snacks. We always have healthy snacks and stuff like that. So when we deplete, it looks kind of sad, and now I understand why it does look sad. Anyway, So yeah, like, but grocery shopping can be therapeutic. I think every now and then, it's good to like just get out of the house, just go grocery shopping, get the stuff you need. And now that like when you buy good groceries, you start to get a little bit more into it. I think like that, like before for me it was like, dude, I just got to get this over with. But I actually now kind of like grocery shopping. I don't do it too often, but I kind of like it. I do like meal prepping. It's like very simple. It's not super intensive, and you got to focus on it as well. But you can put some music on, and then I don't know. Like I think Joe Rogan always talks about this. It's like you feel better when you prep your own food. Um, so yeah, I don't know. I like it. Right now, I cannot get the fucking marinating process down though. Um, I don't know. I've been marinating my chicken. I'll cut it up into squares. I'll season it with like salt and pepper and some like whatever I got around, and then I'll put like yogurt and marinate in a bag for like 24 hours. It doesn't work, but like whenever any Indian auntie gives me chicken, it's so flavorful, and I'm like, you know what? I gotta get on that level. So I think it's paste. I gotta get like tandoori paste and put that on there. So we'll see that. We'll see that. Um, then yeah, like another one of these chores I'm doing all the time is I clean out my car pretty regularly. Like now, right now it looks like shit because it's kind of cold outside. But I do like try to vacuum it out once a week, so it just looks nice inside. I don't know, like my car's old now, getting older. So, but it still looks nice to me, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. It's just like I like driving a cleaner car. Sometimes it's super dirty, so I'm gonna get called out on that for sure. Um, but yeah, so there's that. My vitamins, right? You gotta make sure I get those in. I think like I take like a multivitamin and then fiber every day. On the weekends, I'll be taking that probiotic because I feel like I'm always like stingy with the water on the weekends. So I don't know. Probiotics is good. But I'm always open to taking new multivitamins and things like that and supplements. But if it's too cumbersome, dude, then I'm like not gonna do it. So I gotta slowly build it up. If there's anything better out there to be taking or in addition to. I used to take sorry to get a sip of water real quick. But I used to take what was it? Oh, I used to take fish oil and magnesium zinc every day. Um and that was too much. And I also took vitamin C. And I found if I would drink coffee and then take fish oil, um for or what any combination of those, I would get like a headache, like a really hardcore headache. So I was like, dude, you know what? This is not even worth the nutrients that I'm getting from it. So I just take the multivitamins now and fiber. I don't know. Fiber, I guess, is good for your heart in addition to like your digestive system. I just always need to be like cleaned out, like bowel wise. So I take like the things that are diuretics, because if I'm not, I'm grumpy, dude. So I take those. Thing is good. But yeah, I don't know if my numbers reflect it. I think they do. But yeah, there's also like getting protein in throughout the day. That's one that's tough for me, dude. I'm not a big eater. Um, Sometimes I am. At the end of the night, I'm a big eater, but like during the day, I'm not a big eater. So I got to get those calories in. Protein, drinking protein is a big way. My like there's this dude at the gym who I talk to. He's like always like, yo, just like drink your calories. It's better to drink your calories. And I'm like, dude, I don't know. Maybe if I take all that protein, it might like I hear it's bad for your kidneys, but I could just be tweaking out too. I don't know. Um, but yeah. Anyway, so all these chores I'm trying to go through, right? I think you gotta be organized because like I don't generally do all of these um, on the same day, except the things I do every day, right? So if you do, I feel like you can get chore like overload, dude. If you do chores all day long, like it's nice to like toke up a little and do like I'll clean up, right? Like I'll like dust, vacuum, get the Windex out, clean all the glass, bust out a little jig in the middle of it, listen to some music. Um, but yeah, I'll do that a whole bunch. But I make a lot of lists. So I gotta like I'm like really into like writing down things with my planner. So I'll like plan things out, when I'm gonna do them, like little things. And I actually heard Matthew McConaughey talking about this on his most recent podcast with Joe Rogan. It's like you even put little things. Like I'll take my multivitamins on my list. So like I feel like I get momentum with like checking things off. And sometimes, I think there's different schools of thought on like, just putting that type of shit on your list, because if it doesn't mean anything, like why do it? But I don't know. I think it's important to do stuff like that. Be productive throughout the day. But like, I don't know. There's obviously like a line you got to draw, like like things that aren't really productive. You're just kind of putting it down and write it down. But I don't know. I like making lists, dude. It keeps me accountable. Um, I don't know. One thing that I don't really understand that I think looks good though is making the bed. Um, my mom would always get on me about making my bed in the morning, but I would be very confused because I'm like, I'm just gonna jump in this bitch at the end of the day. My voice keeps cracking. I'm gonna jump in this bitch at the end of the day, and yeah, I mean, I'm gonna mess it all up. I sleep in like a burrito, so I don't know, but it does look good, right? It does look good. I don't usually do the bed, but it looks good when I go in there, and it's like, oh, nice, like this bed's made. But anywho, um, there's sometimes like also those like monthly deep dive cleans you got to do, right? Where you got to like lift shit up, and you got to like I don't know, like wipe the boarding on the floors, or what do you got, the was it crowning? I don't know exactly what it's called. The the ledges that are on the floor, right? Those you gotta wipe them off. I don't know. Shit gets dusty in our apartment, but yeah, I don't know. I gotta spray this thing on the couch to kind of spruce it up a little bit. I don't know. Also, like I iron, dude, and so like I just like I'll notice my clothes are all wrinkly, so I gotta pull them all down and iron them. But maybe I should take them to the dry cleaners. But I don't know. There's something about it, I just can't do that. And ironing's kind of fun too. I'll put on some music too, iron a little bit. Put on a podcast and iron. It's kind of nice to do that. But yeah, I don't know. There's just like a lot of things you do like every now and then. Those like that. You know, I'm trying to think of more of them. Dude. I'm blanking on them. Uh, yeah. Anywho, so that's one of them. But I don't know, like I said, as time goes on, you definitely find relaxation in cleaning. You can take some pride in it. Um, I guess like in terms of like time efficiency, and some people hire cleaners and stuff like that, and that's totally fine, dude. I think it's fine, but I get it if you have a house, dude. It would take a lot of time to clean it properly, right? To clean all the rooms, the way like spick and span and things like that. Like I got a one bedroom place, and I'm like, it takes me like an hour to like get it like really clean. But yeah, anywho, but I think like one thing, like right, therapeutically, if you like, sometimes I won't listen to music when I'm doing things. I'll just reflect, right? Because it's kind of like something like driving. Like you can think while you drive and still like be a good driver and alert, because it's not very intensive with your motor functions and things like that. So when I clean, I can often think about things, right? Think about where I'm headed, my trajectory, what I'm trending like. I try to be as objective on myself as possible. But I don't know. It's just kind of nice to do that, right? It's good to think deeper, right? And um, if you're unhappy, like realize it. Don't just let your body like react and your thoughts react. Like be conscious about what you're saying and doing, and your habits. Are you control of everything that you're doing for the most part? Um, things like that. I don't know. Maybe it's not 100% correct, but it's good to think about those things. And then you start, like I said, it becomes relaxing. Like you start to seek out that situation, right, and self-reflect, and that's really, I feel like that's good. Good for anyone. And I think cleaning and being accountable keeps you simple in a lot of ways, man. Like there's a lot of things maybe I'll say, I don't know, maybe I won't say no to, but it's like it factors into my decision making process. Like if I have to clean, I'll prioritize that, right? And so I don't know, it's a good habit to make, I think. Keeps me honest, keeps me simple, and I think for me being simple has always been like a good thing to lean on. Just keep things simple. And I always get peace of mind when things are simple, I guess. Um, and then like I was talking about it with someone just the other day, like how, and I was walking, and you see like those lawn maintenance workers, dudes just cutting the grass and putting shit into a wood chipper, and like they're like giggling and shit like that, and you're like, dude, or like a contractor, someone was like painting or putting on new siding, and you're like, you know what, man, like that person doesn't have the bullshit of like what a office job or a corporate job or something like that might bring, right? I don't know. It's obviously there's not like the grass isn't always greener, right? But I don't know, dude. Sometimes I'll be like, dude, having a simple life like that would just might just be bliss, you know. But anyway, I don't know. That's just a random thought. Um, you know, like I don't know, when I was cutting grass, like when I lived at home, like I used to kind of look forward to it because one, when it's hot, and like my dad would refuse to buy a lawnmower, right? So most lawnmowers, they kind of propel themselves, right? Like you flip this lever or whatever, and the thing just moves. The front wheels start moving. You're good to go. All you gotta do is just guide it, get them straight lines in, right? In any case, so my dad's lawnmower, pretty much since the time I used it, that thing was broken, right? The auto function was broken, but would not buy a new lawnmower. This guy, right? Only recently he bought a new lawnmower, right? So you push the lever forward, and the wheels just they turn like a little bit, but you're pushing that thing, and that's okay, right? You're pushing it, and the reason I say it's okay is because I'm getting a workout in, right? I'm out there, I'm doing some manual labor. It takes time, right? I gotta factor it into my week, and I don't know. It just makes it. I feel like it made me better, dude. Just like kind of get some discipline going like that. So I don't know. It was a good workout for me. I was always really sweaty afterwards doing it in the heat. So I don't know. Something good to do. Um, but yeah, um, I think one thing I do need to improve on though, talking coming back to my car, is like doing shit on my car like by myself. I don't know shit about cars, dude. I don't know anything about cars. I take my car to my dealer. I drive a Honda. I just take it over to the dealer, and they fix it all up. And I've never had a problem with it besides routine maintenance. So I don't know why I would not go. I know it's a little bit more expensive. It might, be, but it's cool. It'd probably be cool for me to like do things like that. Like I do change my own air filters, but what I do, you know what I'm saying? Like or replace the fluid sometimes in the the wiper fluid and things like that. But I don't know shit else like brake pads or oil changes. Like dude, none of that. I would never be able to do that. Even I replaced a tire before, but dude, if you asked me to do it, I'd probably be like, dude, I'll probably kill us both doing this shit, or I'll lose a hand or something. So I got a AAA membership. Let's just go ahead and call them up, you know. But yeah, I don't know. I want to get better with the car stuff, but maybe once I gotta get a garage, I'll I'll do that shit. But I don't know. So also, actually going back to the cars real quick. So you know, like I said, I always have routine maintenance when I go to the dealership, but after 50,000 miles, like right when the warranty ends, like your car needs like big shit, dude. Like right after that, I needed new tires. Had to get like I needed new brakes. Dude, I kept getting hit with like over like $600 expenses every time I went to the dealership, right? And one time the guy, so I go and like I'm ready for it, and the guy goes, all right, so the oil change is gonna be like $60 a day, and I'm like, "Ah, all right, dope, that's if I'm. And he's like, wait, but here's the kicker, hits me with a $1,500 charge, and I'm like, yo, what the, so um all of it's routine, right? None of it's like your shit fucked up and like you gotta get it fixed. It's all like, it's just it's up for service, right? But I would like to get better, and do one of those things myself, right? Like maybe like I don't know, like do my oil change next time, right? And see how much it actually costed me to do it with the materials that I had, right? And maybe I'll like throw in like some labor expense, and like if it's worth it, I'll do it myself again, right? Or going forward. But if it's not, I'll get no problem, just kind of paying for that service. But I'm since I'm like committed to being like a cheap dude, I gotta find new ways to do things, I guess. But yeah, anyway, um, I think going back to chores that all these things like one they raise your level for bullshit tolerance in life, right? Like when you're doing something diligently and monotonous, like cleaning or cutting the grass, it does like make you okay with it does make you okay with kind of dealing with some shit for longer, um but I don't know. I like when I'm cutting the grass, like I said, I'm thinking about it. I have to be there in the moment. I have no choice. I can't speed this up. I have to just like one step at a time, get it done. And I think it's a good way to ration out things, patience. Any of that instant gratification stuff is not going to come with chores. You know what I mean? It's something you do for the long haul, and it's like something you commit to, a level of clean or a level of fit you're gonna do. All these things, right? Like it makes you more tolerant, makes you appreciate life a little bit more, I guess. um, I don't know. It kind of teaches you a little bit of respect too, I guess, right? Um, like inevitably some shit is gonna get to you, right? Like no matter what, like you're gonna have good times, you're gonna have bad times, I guess. But uh, you know, when you go to someone else's house, right? Like, I mean, I could always be better at doing this, but when I go to someone's house, there's certain things I won't like do. Um, because I know like what it would mean to me. Like, dude, I won't like I'll try to always like rinse out my dishes like and put them like in the sink and like not leave shit on the dishes because like when you put it in the dishwasher, man, you want to make sure that shit ain't got no like hard stains on there, like any food lodge, because it might not get it. I try. Right? I'm not saying I always do that shit, but um yeah, dude, I try to like just like be conscious when I'm at someone else's house because I'm like, yo, if someone was fucking treating my shit this way, I'd be kind of uneasy about it. I guess I don't know, um, but yeah, I don't know. Um, I would also like do the dishes, right? We do the dish in my house. We always grew up after we eat. No one sits around. We all get up and do our dishes. So, but after school every day, I would have to make sure to do the dishes before my dad got home and flip shit on all of us, right? So, uh, yeah, we would do the dishes every single day, and like to this day when I go home, we do the dishes after we eat. But I don't know, it's just interesting. It's something you commit to, right? So like a level of like cleanliness, and like I think it's good to have like habits, right? There's good habits. I mean, everyone's on these like habit kicks right now. I think cleaning up after yourself is a big one. And I'm not saying I'm good at it, right? I would do that. I still have like a lot of room to grow, but yeah, I don't know. It's like it's kind of part of the journey, right? Like taking care of yourself, being refined, and things like that. But I don't know. I was always scared of my dad though, coming home and fucking going ape shit on us if I didn't do the dishes. Um, but yeah, I don't know. We live in this age where we can like pretty much pay for any convenience, right? We can pay to have our house clean. We can pay to have our laundry done for us. We can pay for just about anything, which is not a bad thing, right? Automating things more efficient. That's what we're aiming for here. But I do think chores keep you humble. And they keep you honest, keep you respectable, things like that. It's always nice to see someone who's like committed to a certain level of professionalism or certain candor or certain demeanor and things like that, a certain level of living. I'm all about that. But yeah, I don't know. That's pretty much all I got for today, man. I'm gonna keep doing a few things like this. I feel a little bit more I don't know, open, transparent when I'm doing things like this. So I'm gonna just ride this wave, see how it goes, while I finish up that Roberto Bolaño book 266. Like I said, is really good, and I got some good ideas for that. So yeah. If you guys are listening out there, feel free to leave me any feedback, and remember, only positivity. Thanks, guys.